Optimal size.
Now it's in optimal size.
Yes.
What Azolla
it never grows beyond that.
Yes. What Azolla does,
yes,
it creates a very dense mat.
Oh,
this is very dense.
Yes.
This mat.
Yes, they grow on top of the other.
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, when this pond is very full, kids may think it's a football pitch.
Okay.
Because of the green.
Yes, by the way, to look. Welcome to oh, good. These are the icons. Hello, viewer. It's me again, your man Elder Iam. At his usual place, usual farm, Michorani. Today we are visiting around 1.5 months ago. I brought you a clip, a video on rabbit keeping, and now I'm revisiting to show you the progress I've made for the last probably 2 months since I shot the last video. With me here is an Australian white, a New Zealand white type of rabbit, a male, 5 kgs in weight. As you can see, it's well taken care of, and I just removed it from its cage here, where I'm returning it. These are modern cages ideal for rabbit farmers, which I want to encourage you to break from the usual traditional way of keeping rabbits and build cages using locally available material. The main concept of my videos is actually to show farmers how to use locally available material. I'm talking about timber, chicken mesh, some bit of iron sheet. And the purpose of the setup of this rabbit cage is to harvest urine, which I use as foliar, organic fertilizer, which is a very good thing for farmer. I want to encourage farmers to use the most economical ways of harvesting or even getting foliar fertilizer, which I'll be harvesting very soon, and through this concept. As you can see, my house has 2 tires. I mean, it's 2 tiers. One here, I've placed an iron sheet for the rabbit droppings and urine, same as the upper cage. And then I have the rabbits here. These are occupants. And see, now I'm going to go in a cooler, the secret behind all this. So these are the rabbit cages. In each, I have up here are the females and the kids. Kids are young of rabbits, and down here are the males. When I want them to breed, I bring the female to the male, not vice versa. You have to bring the female to the male. When you take the male to the female, it will be fought off, and so breeding will be a bit difficult. So this is what I do. This is my most modern rabbit keeping, which I want you to view and probably set up yours, and then we share ideas. So before I continue, kindly subscribe, like and share, and leave any comment below to promote my channel, or even a comment on rabbit keeping. Where you can see any weakness, just pinpoint on my comment box below. But I know I've done it perfectly. This is how it's supposed to be done. So let me walk you around the rabbit cages and see the kind of feed I give them, and as I harvest urine. So let me take the camera. As you can see, this is now pure rabbit urine which is harvested. You may open for the viewer to see. That is a rabbit urine. It's brown in color. These are 20 liters. We have another jerrycan there full of rabbit urine. Hebu inua hiyo ndio waone. That is another 20-liter rabbit urine, which is now full. I have a sieve here for the urine collected. That is what I use to sieve. Hebu toa hiyo. This is now fresh urine from the rabbit, which we sieve, as you can see. we first sieve it into the bucket and then we place it into the jerry cans for future use. That is one. That is how we collect it. As you can see, we have gutters, locally innovated gutters, water gutter. We have an upper one here. So what happens is when under here, inside the rabbit cage, I have a wire mesh. So this allows the droppings to drop down here. As you can see, these are rabbit droppings. And then the urine. This is all urine, which now collects on the gutter all the way to the lower gutter, and then to this trapper here. So collect that one. Let us collect rabbit urine. This is organic foliar, very good for plants. It equally serves as an insecticide due to the the smell fence off any insecticides on your plants. These are rabbit droppings, what remains there, which I harvest. As you can see, I've equally used waste cement bags to collect the rabbit manure, which is first class when it comes to farming. This is a rabbit manure, which I'll use in my farm during planting season. All this, what you can see, are rabbit manure. Show the viewers hiyo mbolea. So these are the benefits of keeping rabbits. That is rabbit manure. All that for use at the farm. So I collect it, pile it there for use at the farm during planting. Sasa nenda uchukue the last one so that we may collect more rabbit urine. Yes, sieve it first. That is rabbit urine from a trapper. We use locally available material. You don't need to incur any cost on coming up with an easy rabbit urine harvest. You may bring a container so that we may now transfer. Tuletee zile container moja. Zile. So those are the containers there which we are collecting. We will collect a 20-liter jerry can plastic can for harvest of urine. This is where we store. So Anthony, just pour that there. Tafuta funiko ulete. So this is now rabbit urine collection using locally available material. This is just a waste bottle of drinking water. As you can see, this morning I've harvested around the container is 20 liters, so we are talking about 7 to 8 liters of urine. We'll do it again in the evening. Now back to the rabbit cages. As you can see, they are very comfortable. I've made boxes for those which are pregnant where they can there is one in here where they can do the reproduction. We have a water can here which we've used locally available material, and a feeder. This is where they feed from. So I keep New Zealand white, I keep California grey, and equally Australian grey. These are the occupants, comfortably relaxing. I equally go to an extent of innovating through my man Anthony. We collect boxes and place them here. These boxes are locally available. So for a pregnant rabbit like that one, it will jump in there, and that is where it will reproduce from. Give birth. So today we are here this morning to feed them. And with me here, hold the camera for me. Show the viewers these are rabbit pellets which I buy locally from, these are factory made rabbit pellets. They love them. They are very good for feeding your rabbits. Here are a set of new, these are the feeders I use. I use just plastic cans, which I no longer use. I cut them into half. And then this is what I use as a feeder. So now I'm giving them, these are 5 newly born rabbit kits. Kits are young ones of rabbits. And now I'm feeding them. You can see how eager they are. Now look at them. Rabbit pellet. This is how I feed them. Look at them feeding. Here I have water for them to drink. They love water. Rabbits love water. And if you are to collect urine, you need to give each a lot of water so that they urinate, and then you collect your urine through the local trappers and locally available gutters here, which I use to trap the urine, which I use as foliar fertilizer. Spraying to my plants which are fruiting. It's foliar, and you know the benefits of foliar in farming. So they are here feeding on the pellets. I'll add them some more. I'm adding them some more. They really like it. These are now my rabbit kits. There are 5. I'll show you some more. This is a mother, which is expectant. The can is a bit dirty. Nitafutie can ingine kama hiyo tumwekee chakula. So this is now a mother relaxing, equally expectant. I have placed every rabbit in its own cage, and now I want to feed them. I use locally available material. As you can see, these are the rabbit pellets. And now to the rabbit. Look at how they love them. No time wasting. It's at it already. So I recommend, as you give them weeds from the farm, you supplement their diet by giving them rabbit pellets. I want to believe they have all the nutrients required as per standards given by the local standards bureau. So they are very good for rabbit feeding, and they increase on their weight and fat. This is a rabbit cage locally constructed with materials. This is an expectant rabbit, so this is where it will give birth. So this is now the feeder, which I'm cleaning, and in it I'm giving the rabbit pellets. Look at how anxious it is. They love the pellets. Show viewers these ones. This is the most interesting part. They are competing. Who will finish? Love nature, like nature. I love seeing this. It reduces on stress, work stress, and it makes a farmer happy. These are around 1.5 months old, and I have some more newborns down here. They are with their mother. If you may bring it down kidogo for the viewers to see. These are newly born. Teremka chini kidogo ndio watazamaji waone. These are newly born. These are kids. That is their mother. She gave birth to, she reproduced 5, and that is the setup. So now we continue feeding them. Bwana Anthony, you may continue. Wapatia kidogo. Clear the dishes. So now this is it. Exactly what I anticipated for me to demonstrate to you. This is now rabbit urine, which is dropping. It's here, dropping to the lower gutter, and from the gutter into the container. You can see some drops. That is pure rabbit urine, which is organic fertilizer, organic foliar, very good for plants. So these are the occupants, comfortably relaxing and waiting to be fed. In each cage I have placed a feeder and a water can, because rabbits consume a lot of water, and in any event, for you to expect a lot of urine, to trap a lot of urine, you have to give them water for them for them not to be dehydrated. I mean, they need a lot of water for them to urinate and to harvest more. So these are my rabbits. On the upper deck are females, and the lower deck, apart from this one which has young ones, are males. So what I do, I just get the female and introduce it to the male. And as it is the case here, this is the case. We brought the gray one to breed with the white one. The gray is a male, the white one is a female. So the breeding takes place for, let's say, we keep them together for 1 week and then separate them. And by then we anticipate the female one to have been fertilized, and we leave it until the day it reproduces. And rabbits take around, the gestation period for rabbits are 30 days, and that is what happens. We are feeding them with pellets, besides weeds, local weeds which we get from the farm. That one is fighting with the can. You can see these young ones here feeding. They are having their breakfast or lunch, whichever it is. And you can see, it's a sight to behold. It's something which reduces on stress. It's a beautiful concept. They are here, feeding together, sharing together. So this is the most ideal way to keep rabbits. Viewers, for any question, comments or suggestions, kindly drop them at my comment box section below. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share to grow my channel, and don't skip any adverts for me to grow my channel too. The viewership and the watch hour matters when it comes to YouTubing, so don't skip adverts. Just watch them as you continue enjoying my clip. Now what we are doing is cleaning up of the rabbit cages. As you can see, my good friend here, Anthony, has a rag, an old cloth which he cleans, collecting the rabbit droppings which I use as manure. He has now put the pellets on the feeder for the rabbit now to come and feed. It's here, smelling food. Besides the pellets, we feed them with waste cabbages which we collect at the local market, or weeds from the farm. It's not every time pellets, but pellets are there to supplement them because they are rich in nutrients, and rabbits love them. You can see this one feeding comfortably. After feeding, there is water here which it will drink and then relax. It's a very simple concept for those who imagine rabbit keeping is a complicated issue. No, and the benefits are tenfold. We collect urine, we collect rabbit manure, the droppings, which is organic manure, first class organic manure. The urine, we use the urine as foliar, we use it as a fertilizer, we use it as basically manure. And it's a very good thing. Insecticide, it defends off insects from plants. When you spray it, it has an odor, and that odor is what fends the insects away from your plants. And you cut on, you save on buying sprays and chemicals from the aggregate because the price is a bit high. So I hope you are enjoying, viewer. I hope you are enjoying my new concept, which I have made it look very easy for you. Of course it is easy for you. So I truly encourage you to take up rabbit farming on a serious note. It's a very simple concept. Now the benefit of the rabbit is white meat. Mine are like the range of 3.5 to 5 kilos each. So, and it's white meat, the likes of chicken, fish, rich in proteins, very good for the body. White meat doesn't bring issues like high blood pressure, things like you can probably reduce on the risk of diabetes hypertension. White meat is highly recommended because of its benefits to the body. So this is a source of white meat. This is as good as chicken. Even the taste is as good as fish. And this is rabbit keeping in Kibwezi region, once again, my Michorani farm. So enjoy the video. Feel free to drop any comments, suggestions, compliments. Support the channel. You are most welcome, viewer. So we are now cleaning and feeding them, giving them feed. They are here. These are the ones which have already been served with the pellets, and they are already feeding. As you can see, they like rabbit pellet. A 50 kilo sack goes for around 1900 Kenya shillings, 1900 Kenya shillings. Mine, I buy them directly from the factory. These are pembe feeds, very properly prepared, and the rabbits like them. You can see them feeding. In fact, they like the pellets more than the weeds I feed them with. So this is what they are doing. These are now, and mind you, if you have noticed, I use locally available material. You just cut the unused plastic cans which we throw everywhere, and by so doing you are saving the environment from plastic pollution and put them into better use. This rabbit feeder could be here for another even 10 years, because what will spoil it? Really nothing. And we get rid of plastics from the environment, because plastics are not biodegradable. They are by product of petrol, and as such they are hard to destroy unless you burn them, which is equally another effect on the environment due to the carbon emission. So I now turn them into feeders, and as you can see, my rabbits are making proper use of the plastic feeders. They are now feeding. This one will feed to its full, and the kids will now circle the mom confidently, since now they know they are waiting for the mom to feed. As you watch closely, they are yet to start feeding. They start feeding after 30 days. These ones are not even 30 days. They are in the almost 25 days old since birth. And immediately they hit 30, or let's say around 40 days, we now separate the mom from them and feed them on their own. And that is how we continue now multiplying the rabbit. Besides feeding, rabbit meat is in high demand, with a wholly slaughtered and skinned rabbit going for around 1800 in the local markets and local supermarkets. This is a source of the proteinous white meat. This is now the bull, a New Zealand white, 5 kg feeding. I found it feeding. It's probably now camera shy, but they can't resist eating on the pellet. There they are, eating on the pellet. So viewers, this was a follow-up to my earlier vlogs on rabbit keeping. You can see I've made progress. I'm encouraged that you've watched my video all that long since its start, and now I want to bring it to an end. Anthony, you may hold the camera for me so that I may tell viewers asante sana. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Viewer, thank you so much from my rabbit keeping project here at Michorani farm, where I like being over the weekend, listening to bird sounds and feeding my rabbits. This is a way of reducing stress, making sure that we have food, and this is the white meat, protein. Thank you for supporting my channel. Keep watching my videos. I promise to bring you more and more. This was a follow-up to my previous videos on rabbit cage making and rabbit keeping. My cages have occupants. Now this is now progress 2 months down the line on my rabbit keeping project, and you've seen it for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly subscribe, like, and share for me to continue growing my channel. Bye bye for now. Good day.